you be with the kids and really with the kids, like like on some like mentor, just amongst the kids, just with the energy, and got projects for them. You know, because you got your own movement and stuff like that going. So being that you're with the kids and you kind of can get into the world even for a moment when you're with them. What's your thoughts on like public education? How do you think it's affecting, say, because what's the range of kids you work with normally?
All
of them. Yeah. So what's the, say, from 9 to 15?
I would say, that's a good question, by the way, too, bro.
I just be thinking about that because, you know, we don't got no kids. I got nieces and shit, but
sure.
it ain't the same kind of thing.
No, but honestly, the kids, man, it's really just a matter of hearing them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the sense of being in that space to where they feel and know that their input matters on shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, when I do like my art sessions with the kids, I enjoy just letting them have the floor, kind of like a creative meeting in what I already do. But instead of doing it with grown people, I let the kids give their input while we creating something.
Yeah.
And a lot of kids come out their shell in the moments. Even the kids that wasn't interested in drawing at the beginning, when I get there, just was like, "Oh yeah, I don't like drawing. I don't name my thing."
Yeah.
But by the end of the session, they the loudest one giving their input, trying to draw, even if they can't draw. I'm letting them know that drawing is art, and art is subject to opinions. Facts. You know what I'm saying? In the sense that there is no good or bad.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's just what do you like and what do you enjoy. So as far as the public schools with the kids, me personally, I just feel like creating spaces in or out of the school system, just being around kids and giving them that safe space to be themselves and to express themselves in a creative way. I see, or hopefully, because I can't speak on it after the fact and when I leave them, but hopefully, like, it gives them a different perspective on going forward, whether it's in school or in life, period. If that makes sense. Yeah,
and that's cool that you're using art as the teacher for that, because as you said, it's one of those things that's really perspective based. It's not nothing's good or nothing's bad. It's all what you perceive it as. So, and that translates to life, where life's about perception, and everything in this bitch is all about perception. So, did you think about that? Like, as you were, is that into your plan, like, or is into your mind the idea of the art? And because I already know that's what you do already. That's already a part of you, the art,
right.
And everything is basically based around art, with even clothes and stuff like that. But is that something that you thought about with the kids? Like, damn, that art connection can really connect in just a deeper way than just drawing on pieces of paper.
It's just kind of one of them things that it just kind of happened organically.
Yeah.
But recognizing that, you know what I'm saying? Like, recognizing the points that make it a connection going, like, in those spaces. So it kind of was a part of, like, okay, I see that they're into it like that, and this is what gets them to kind of come out more.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know is that I did NLP. Like, I got my certificate in NLP, which is basically psychology and counseling and therapy. So those kind of practices and that kind of information translated into recognizing that in the kids just being themselves.
Yeah.
And being able to be around people and help them be themselves around me. You know what I'm saying? So with the kids, it's the rawest form, because kids are who they are.
Yeah.
So it was easier, and I enjoy kids because they're gonna tell you the truth. You feel me?
Yeah,
like
facts,
they don't
facts.
have a filter, and I can take that. I prefer that, you know. And I'm able to move in those spaces with the kids with that information and stuff. So me personally, to answer the question, no, it wasn't the part of the business plan with it.
Yeah.
But it's a part of it now because I recognize that kind of stuff in those interactions.
Yeah, to me, that's probably like the dopest thing about what you're doing is it's all rooted in something real. Like,
for sure.
Like, you know, even from your ideas to how you come across, just putting your art together. Like, you'll take something real, like JIT, like for instance, like JIT, the language and the comic book, like that's all real reality, and you just turn it into something that's kind of for everybody, and everybody can kind of more so understand, but it's really for who it's for. So at the same time, and that's really what I appreciate about that shit.
Appreciate.
You got more like comics and stuff coming?
Oh yeah, man. I've been doing a lot of. This like my I be joking about it with my people. Like it's like my therapy / it's like my music now. You know what I'm saying? To artists. Facts. So I create consistently, bro, and I got a lot of projects that I'm working on with other people that I'm finna start releasing too. So
bet. Back to the education part. What do you think is missing in the school system, public school system, if anything?
Man, for me, like I guess I know more when my daughter's getting in school, but I mean, it's really just a matter of the parenting, bro. Like I don't, you know, like for me, like cause I was in public school and stuff, you know, and for me, it was for what it was for, which was the social interactions. Basically, they gonna have the what you call it, the curriculum. Yeah, you feel me? Yeah. And then you kind of do it. You learn that information, and then you realize that you don't even need that information. Facts. You feel me? But so it's really on like, okay, in life, like what are your parents teaching you? I had parents that taught me some things. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. I had, and then not even them, but outside of school, even in school, you learn social interactions for life. You feel me? Like me personally, I can't really bash the school system because the systems are the systems. That's what they just in place like as a space holder for what it is. You know, with the time of day, just like your kids with people that complain about like the teacher not teaching the kids certain stuff, but it's like it only goes so far. Yeah, facts. You gotta, as a parent, you gotta teach these kids this kind of stuff. Or if you don't know, you gotta learn it with them. Like have the patience to learn it with them. So me personally, like the school system is what it's like. It does like more so like it's not good or bad, but it's just there. Yeah, it's on us to teach them, the kids, about life in this ever-changing society. Yeah,
I agree. Like honestly, I agree with all of that, bro. Like I'm one of those people who believe like you're saying, bro. Like you teach them at home. Like if you really want them to learn whatever you want them to learn, whatever you think they missing, teach them at home. Like don't complain about the school because like you're saying, it's gonna do what it's gonna do. Because it's not just for your child; it's for anybody child who's within a vicinity of a mile radius.
You feel me? The zone.
So it's not is in the real big picture. It's not really supposed to be catered to any one child or anything really catered to anything really, but being in that community and service the kids that can go to school here for the most part. And while we're on community, you do communities. That's a form of community service also that you're doing. When you look in the community, what do you think is because you know families, there's a lot of strong families. There's families doing what they gotta do for their family and moving on and getting on. But you know, our community is still our community. Yeah. At the end of the day, and majority of us can go back to the community that we're from, and it's pretty much the same. Yeah. It's not much changed. It's not. it's the same complaints for the most part. It's the same complaints about this, that, and the third. So, where do you see our community going? Like, do you think it's just going to continue where it's going, or do you feel any energy of change, or especially because we're the adults now? So that's what I look at. I survey the field and see what the people I grew up with and went to school with are doing, and it's like, well, are we just repeating the cycle, or are we actually trying to do something to change this shit if we really want to change? Because a lot of us are still here where we grew up at, and it's kind of the same thing. So, where do you think this is going? Do you think it's going to be the same? And it's best for us just to worry about our families and stuff like that, or is it still worth getting out in the community and trying to affect the total community?
That's a great question again too. Like, I always had a mentality, well now, because having the mentality of understanding that things is gonna be what they are.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, right? But as the quote say, if you wanna see change, be change. So we can get out on the street corners and march, we can hold up signs, we can hold people by their face and screaming in their face.
Facts.
They ain't getting it, they ain't gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when you got something, you doing something to where even I use like artists, like rappers as an example, right? We see the rapper with the flashy, with the chain, with the clothes, with the stuff. Even we don't know their music, never heard their music, we want what they have.
Yeah.
Don't know nothing about them on their personal life, none of that, but we see that and we want that. So it's like, now I'm engaged with what they got going on, want to be engaged, if that makes sense. So for me, I feel like the change comes within us doing something that makes people want to be like, I don't want to keep doing what I'm doing right here. I want something different for me and mine.
Facts.
And then it goes from one person to the next person, and that's how change starts to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because people gonna be who they are, and it's unfortunate because it's not always per se their fault because of the environments that we in, and the environments that we come from. But if you want different from that environment, that's a personal decision and choice, and then from there, that authenticity brings other people to that light.
Facts.
You know?
Facts. So what is your total? What is the goal for if there is even a goal for because you've been working with the kids for a moment. You've been overseas and
for sure.
Like something I didn't even touch on the first time we sat down with you. That was I just want to talk about for a moment. We can just talk about it just for a brief moment because I didn't even talk about it, bro. How was that?
Man,
it looked like it was like it looked great, bro. Like
it was.
Like I think I commented God's work on that shit on because that's what it looked like, bro. Like this is some real shit. Like
yeah, man. It's even to this day. Like I just literally last week, I think, was asking about the kids, you know, because everything that happened, I lost contact with all of them, you know, and so I can't, you know, but more so just those interactions with people in general and with kids, like, I learned a lot, you feel me? Like, they taught me a lot about myself and about how the world views Americans and how can I say it, and how going forward and moving from that experience to now, how you carry yourself and conduct yourself and what it is that you want to be about and represent doing that, you know? So, like, shout out to them, man. Like, it was definitely a humbling but dope experience for sure.
Is that something that, so that just goes to my, I guess trying to get my final question right.
For sure.
What is that a part of like the end game or the goal for like reaching the kids? Is that a part of like what's the total mission of you with reaching the kids? Like what are you really trying to? Are you doing your workshop and trying to just go around and spread that to kids, or do you have a end game with it where you see yourself in like the next 5-10 years, like still working with kids and doing what with them?
Absolutely, man. Like,
and do you want to like move around as far as like, that's what I'm saying, like you want to like continue going different places, even if it's just United States, and just touching the youth?
Man, I want to do this shit on the moon. You feel me? And the space stations on the moon in the future. Like,
yeah.
I see this continuing. Like, for me personally, like, I want it to be same mission. Even when I started the clothing line business, like I saw it then, but I didn't know it was basically early in the vision.
Yeah.
Now it's still early, but in the sense of it's more refined. And for me, with the kids, like if I can be that safe space for the kids for an hour to feel heard, to feel seen, to feel cool, to meet somebody that look like us in the sense of like not somebody coming in off a pedestal, to talk to them and make them feel like, oh, I need to be up here. I look like somebody that they go around the corner and they see, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So for me, I used to feel like that me as myself was holding me back from being able to reach them, but really it's the Trojan horse.
Yeah.
And it brings me closer to them just for those kind of simple reasons. So authenticity with how I present myself to the kids, and then hearing them out, and then creating with them. Every kid, I feel like here, anywhere in the world, they can relate to that. So if that's cool with y'all, that's cool. If y'all have me for an hour or however long y'all have me, let's create together and have fun, you know, for that period of time, and then creating other aspects and avenues to where that can be a continuous thing like Disney.
Yeah,
you know?
facts. That's dope, bro. That's dope. Because I literally kind of just realized that when I was just thinking about it, and I knew you was coming through. I was like, damn, he really connect the art with just life in a different way. Of, you know, you got people who, you know, sell art or make art for this, that, like, you do it for a whole nother, like, way out the box reason. That's like, I know it's self-fulfillment in some way, but it's really for whoever is connecting with type deal. Yeah, and that's like the dopest thing about it. It's like you're saying, it's like music, bro. You're literally a music artist. Yeah. Like literally.
Appreciate that, man.
Damn. So what you got coming up next? You still doing with the clothes and the?
Yeah. So with that, I'll tell you, and I ain't told nobody this yet, like ever, like really.
Yeah.
But so back during the pandemic, right? I got this book. Shout out to the wife, because she got me this book called The Psychology of Fashion, right?
Yeah.
So I read it, and it opened my mind and changed my mind about the fashion industry as a whole.
Yeah.
Not a good or bad thing, but just what games we want to play with our time.
Just more information.
So after I read that book, it kind of made me like, okay, fashion is like most things cognitive or mental. Like
facts.
Like it's crazy, bro. Like I do little learn after reading that book. Like literally, like you ever been looking for a specific shirt, specific fit?
Yeah.
From the feeling you get when you step out in the fit to the feeling you get to, damn, I can't find this shirt that I was looking for, and then a few seconds later, that shirt.
Yeah.
In this area that you didn't even think about it, but it show itself kind of like the law of attraction.
Facts.
Even in fashion, like bro, I can't. It tripped me out. Like if y'all never heard of that book, you should check it out. Like you got time. But saying all that to say, like for me, I knew it's a certain way that I want to present my brand. It's a certain way that I want to present what it is that I'm doing, and I want to have it at a different capacity than what I did before. So I'm working on revamping that aspect of it, but I'm excited for when I do relaunch.
Yeah.
Relaunch it.
You're gonna connect it back to the art again?
Yeah, the art, it really is all it came from storytelling. Like, all my designs was basically stories, like whether people got that inside scoop from me talking about it or not. Like, that was how I came up with all my concepts for the shirts and stuff. So it really just transitioned to this, but when I bring it back, it's gonna make more sense. That was my thing with the fashion. Like, I didn't get away from it completely because it's part of our culture. You know, so I want to make sure that I do it the right way. You know,
that's dope. Ree, you got anything for him?
His name E-Man, okay?
that's real history right there. If you don't know, you know what I'm saying. You gotta know me from back then.
That was E-Man. Okay.
I met her hooping.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is.
At the tournament, pulled up with the shopping bag. I was like, that was